In our class this semester, we discussed the idea that the pandemic is a portal, leading us to a new and better world after this is all over. However, in this piece, I argue that the pandemic is more like a tunnel, keeping us in dark and unprecedented times, leaving us to struggle to navigate through the best we can to see if we can find any lights. The experience begins when the user presses the start button near the top of the screen. This button will navigate them to the middle of the tunnel, and they will receive instructions on what to do in the form of an audio clip that I took from Avatar.
Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving,
The user is then free to move around the tunnel. There are 4 ways they can move: forwards, backwards, left, and right. There are lights behind the button that let the user know when they can go in those directions. For example, the light will go away if there is no more room for them to go forward. There's lots to discover within the tunnel, and they are randomized for each user experience. Some of the things that the user might come across are lines of text that come on the screen that relate to the pandemic or this time that we're living in, or little lights that might appear, such as TikTok sounds, sounds from viral videos, sounds from video games, and things like that. Otherwise, the user will always have the echoing of the tunnel to listen to, as well as sounds of news clips that vary in volume to give the user some sense of where they are within the tunnel. As the user continues to explore the tunnel, they may eventually come across certain endings or escapes from the tunnel. These endings come in the form of what it might look like when the pandemic is over.
570,470 COVID-19 deaths worldwide.
everyone dies.
Currently, there are 1,570,470 COVID-19 deaths worldwide.
Everyone dies.
The more time the user spends in the tunnel, the more the setting will adapt to their presence. However, if they give up finding their way, there is an option to press the I'm lost button. This button will cover up the soundscape with a COVID-related PSA and take away their sense of direction. Therefore, the more the user accepts defeat, the more lost they will be.
A social distancing tip.
Putting distance between yourself and others is critical to slowing the spread of coronavirus. So here,
A social distancing tip.
putting distance between yourself and others is critical to slowing the spread of coronavirus.
Cloth masks are going to become part of my everyday life.
Lives will be different than before.